How's it going, y'all? It's Diego, aka Ofi, and right now I'm in Homestead, Florida. Yes, I came down south to Homestead, and why did I do such a thing? I came to visit Redland Christian Academy. It's a ministry of the Homestead Church of Christ, and we came to get to know Rockbox, local rapper Rockbox, aka Robert Porcha, and he's not only a missionary but a teacher, also a rapper, youth leader. So many different hats that he's wearing, and he's doing it all for the kingdom. So not only for the next event are we going to be focusing on their music, we're going to be focusing in on what's behind this music, what's behind their motivation to create this music, and what is the ministry behind it. So join me as we get to know Rockbox. Let's go.
Kick, flip, pop, shove it over there. Yeah, kick, flip, pop, shove it over there. Kick, flip, pop, shove it over there. Kick, flip, pop, shove it.
Well, all right, here it is, Robert Porcha, aka Rockbox. I'm not just a rap artist. Surprise, right? I'm a missionary. I'm out here in Miami, Florida, Homestead, Florida, not really Miami for you Miamians. I'm out here in Homestead, Florida because I work here with this congregation down here. How I got connected with this congregation was through a missionary program called AIM. I came fresh out of high school, I graduated, I grew in my desire for Jesus, my passion to share his word, and my youth minister told me about AIM, and I was like, what is that? That's for losers. And I saw this flag presentation, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. People my age, and they're wanting to be missionaries and tell people about Jesus. And I could have went to Mexico, Honduras, but for some reason, God was pulling me toward Homestead. And so I got together with a group of people, it was 5 of us, and we went off to Homestead, Florida. And so I've been here since. I've been here for about 5 to 6 years, spreading the good news of Jesus Christ. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying being a missionary. I'm enjoying working with this congregation and watching it grow. Just a little bit about Robert Porcha, the missionary. This is where it goes down. In this classroom here, I'm known as the one and only Mr. Rob. I work with, I'm a middle school Bible teacher, and I work with kids from ages 12 up to 16. And it's such a privilege to be able to be this Bible teacher, wearing this hat as the Bible teacher, one of my many hats, and telling kids about Jesus all day long. It's so cool.
Baltimore, my heart's tore, hear my eyes pour. For the violence and the sirens, we at war. Youths riot in the streets, where is the peace? We won't change, but don't change how we see. We get strapped with gas, it ain't gonna
I get the privilege of preaching the gospel to the brethren at the Homestead Church of Christ. I get to stand up and preach from this podium and encourage the brothers and give them the meat of the word. But what's really, really cool is not just me being able to stand up here and preach, but God uses me as this broken vessel, this dude that gives in to Satan, and this dude that stumbles, and God still uses me to encourage others, and that's the beauty of the gospel. And it's cool that even though the people here know that I'm not perfect, that none of us are perfect, they allow me to encourage them. They allow me to be able to even come up and lead them in worship every now and again and sing songs to God, and we all get to worship our Father together on a Sunday morning. And it's such a privilege that even though I'm flawed, even though I make mistakes, even though I fall short, that God's grace can still reach us. And that should be encouragement to all of us that we're not perfect. That's why Jesus came. And that Jesus can still use us. And God gets to demonstrate that here. Even if it's me preaching or me just being me, crazy, and encouraging people.
kick, flip, pop, shove it over there. Yeah, kick, flip, pop, shove it over there. Kick, flip, pop, shove it over there.
God made a turnaround in my life, shook my world, and I realized that I wasn't doing what God wanted me to. And so the music that I was doing at the time was pointing people in a complete opposite direction of God, talking about the stuff I heard on the radio. Y'all know the music, it's not any good. But I made a turnaround, and I started to take my music and use it as a weapon for God. Just decided to make that turnaround, decided to push kingdom music, decided to change what I was talking about, and just the influence that I have, I realized it. And so I started to push Christ as hard as I could. And that's how I met up with the grand official, sip of coffee, or Diego, with UGP, and I wanted to work with him to just push Jesus. And so through pushing Jesus and using Christian hip hop to do so, I started to realize that I'm broke. I'm a poor missionary, and beat production is really expensive, and I didn't want to use beats that I didn't pay for. And so what I started to do was I started to produce my very own beat. The moment you've been waiting for. Time for business. Oh yeah, beat number 2.
It's right, it's right, it's right, it's right.
Rockbox beat.
Well, that's all, folks. Rockbox here, Mr. Rob or Robert Porcha, however you like to call me, it doesn't matter. Just the son of the Most High. Just signing out. I'll give a big shout out to the Well and Official and everybody out there. Just big ups to them, and y'all keep reaching out to the community. You keep spreading the good news of Jesus. The world needs to hear it, and y'all are doing a great job down there. Shout out to all the other Christian artists or missionaries or anybody involved in spreading the gospel. Don't give up, keep going.
No skating here, must be tripping. World is mine, homes. Got my Vans on, skinnies too. Snap back, forget that. It's